to this new Thrive Automator tutorial. Now in this video we are going to have a look at a very specific example, which is automatically enrolling all users who complete a quiz from your website into one of your Thrive Apprentice courses. So there are several steps that need to be made before actually setting up the automation. First and foremost, we need to set up a quiz that has an opt-in gate with an active WordPress connection. What this means is that any visitor of your website who is taking this quiz and filling out the form from the opt-in gate will also become a user of your website. And by using this information provided in the form, you can set up the automation and enroll the users in one of your Thrive Apprentice courses. So I'll show you how you can do that in the following minutes. I'm here in my Thrive Quiz Builder dashboard where I'm gonna edit an already existing quiz. If you don't have one, just create one from scratch. I have mine right here, so I'm just gonna click on Edit Quiz. This is my quiz structure. You can see is a rather simple structure. And what I'm gonna do now is just add an opt-in gate to it. Now I can start editing this opt-in gate by clicking on Manage and then access the editor from here. Now the form comes with a predefined template that's basically inherited from the template you chose for your quiz, but you can still bring changes to it if you want. And this is in fact a lead generation element that's added to my template. So besides customizing the quiz and changing the information that's available here, it's also very important to make sure that your lead generation form is properly connected through the API to your website. So for that, make sure your element is selected. You have the options right here in the left sidebar. Then click on Add Connection, and from this drop-down list, select WordPress account. Then you have to choose which role will be granted to the newly added user. I'm gonna leave it as it is, set to the subscriber role, and then click on Apply. And then given the fact that this form will allow the visitor to create an account on your website, you can make sure to include a password field so that anyone who is creating an account can set up their password for when they want to log in later. Now that this is done, let's just save our work and return to the Thrive Quiz Builder dashboard. So my quiz is set up. It's ready to be displayed anywhere on my website. So for that, I'm gonna access a page on which I plan to add it. Now let's just drag and drop the quiz elements somewhere onto this canvas and select the quiz from this list of quizzes, because of course you might have multiple quizzes on your website, so you have to make sure you select exactly the one that you plan to use in the automation as well. Now all this is ready, my quiz is set up, it's also displayed on my page, so let's move on to the next and final step, which is setting up the automation. So for that, let's just head over to the Thrive dashboard from here and select Thrive Automator. Let's create a new one, give it a name. And this is also an important step because you might have multiple automations on your website. And if you do not name them properly, you might not know which automation does what. Now the start trigger will be listed here under the Quiz Builder card, but you can also find it here in this drop-down list. And it's this one, User Completes Quiz. Next, you will have to specify which of your Thrive Quiz Builder quizzes needs to be completed by the visitor in order to get access to your course. So to do that, you will add a condition, and the condition that needs to be met is represented by the quiz title. So as long as the quiz title is any of the following, in this case, Art History Quiz, the automation will start. Then the trigger will be followed by an action. So for that, click on this plus icon, and then let's select the Grant Access to Product option under the Apprentice section. Then you're going to have to select the product to which you plan to grant access once the user completes the quiz. Let's just say it's going to be this one. Click on Done, and your automation is pretty much set up. You only need to make sure it's active, and of course you also need to make sure your settings are saved. Now anyone completing this quiz from your website will be automatically enrolled in the Thrive Apprentice product that you've set up here. Now there's a whole bunch of automations you can create using the available triggers, and feel free to use them in order to get the most out of Thrive Automator. So feel free to check out our knowledge base if you want to find out more about how to do just that.